Back in September, Zillow released a bullish 2022 housing market forecast which predicted U.S. home prices would climb another 11.7% over the coming 12 months. But now the real estate listing site says that their previous outlook was too low. Recently, Zillow published a report predicting U.S. home prices will climb 13.6% between October 2021 and October 2022. That's clearly bad news for home buyers. While climbing at 13.6% would count as a downturn from current levels of home sales growth, prices were up a record 19.9% between August 2020 and August 2021. The predicted 13.6% predicted increase would hardly be a price relief for 2022 home buyers. To put the recent housing market increase into perspective, the largest 12-month uptick in U.S. home prices leading up to the 2008 crisis was 14.1%. The strong long-term outlook is driven by our expectations for tight market conditions to persist, with demand for housing exceeding the supply of available homes, wrote the Zillow researchers. In other words, they see the tight and competitive housing market spurred by a perfect storm of pandemic factors and demographics continuing into 2022. There simply won't be enough homes for sale next year, according to Zillow's forecast model, to satisfy the demand from would-be first-time home buyers. Along with Zillow, Goldman Sachs is very bullish. The investment bank foresees home prices climbing 16% by the end of 2022. Meanwhile, Fannie Mae expects growth to remain fairly strong, predicting 7.9% growth in the housing market next year. But there are some 2022 housing bears. CoreLogic, which is forecasting just a 1.9% price growth over the coming 12 months, and the Mortgage Bankers Association, which is actually forecasting a 2.5% drop by the end of 2022. If Zillow's 13.6% prediction turns into reality, then the 2022 housing market would also go down as one of the hottest on record. However, if CoreLogic is correct, then we'd enter the slowest period for U.S. home price growth since 2012. Why are 2022 housing forecasts all over the place? The 2022 housing market predictions boil down to two big unknowns. The first unknown is whether supply chain issues and material shortages like lumber will worsen in 2022. If they do, that could slow down home building and reduce supply. The other uncertainty is how high the average 30-year mortgage rate, currently at 2.98%, will rise next year in the face of stubbornly high inflation. Higher rates, of course, would lock some home buyers out of the market altogether. Fannie Mae predicted mortgage rates will hit 3.4% by the end of 2022, while the Mortgage Bankers Association predicts 4%. To a large degree, that explains why the Mortgage Bankers Association price forecast in 2022 was a 2.5% drop. As with all economic models, buyers and sellers should take real estate outlooks, including Zillow's, with a grain of salt. After all, at the onset of the pandemic, both Zillow and CoreLogic forecasted that prices would fall. Not only did prices continue increasing, they went on a record run. There's another potential reason for skepticism. Earlier this month, Zillow announced it'd close its home flipping business, iBuyer, admitting it was neither good at scaling flipping nor forecasting home prices. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.